Hello, 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 YouTube. My name is Tiandra Robinson, and today I am going live to share with you the top 10 things that I learned starting my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is a little over 1 year now, and initially I was very afraid. I started the YouTube channel as a way of challenging myself during quarantine to do something new and to learn some new skills. And I was terrified. So, the first thing that I learned, number one, is to be afraid, but to do it anyway. I would say that it was definitely worth the imagined risk. I thought for sure I would be like humiliated and nervous and just really not having any set goals to like blow up or even have an idea of how I was going to use YouTube. I just knew I wanted to jump in there and learn. And even though I was afraid, it was worth the risk. I'm still alive, and no harm has come to me or my family. I'm a very private person. So I thought, going live on YouTube and just sharing even just my home and my family, that somehow it would put us in danger. And praise God, it has not. He has still protected us, and really no issues from the YouTube channel. So the first thing that I the first thing that I learned, and it's okay to mess up, is that you can be afraid of something, but if it's something that's positive, do it anyway. 9 times out of 10, if it scares you, it's probably something that you should do. If it's something that's positive and that won't cause any harm to you or anyone that you know. The second thing that I learned is to be myself. Now, this is something that came natural to me because I'm a very realistic person. I'm not one to sort of like put on a show per se. So being myself was easy, but continuing to be myself throughout the year, sometimes I questioned it because I was like, oh, this channel isn't really growing. I'm not getting a lot of views. But then I had to just stay true to what I set out to do, which was something to challenge myself and to learn new skills. And I have continued to do that to this day. So yeah, sometimes, when you on YouTube and you see people with these personalities that are like really out there and they're very bubbly and almost, they seem like the type of people who would have a TV show and they have like a lot of charisma. And you think, I wonder if I should do something different. So yeah, that was a challenge. And then just being authentic enough to come on here sometimes without any extensions because I change my hair and my wigs on a weekly, if not daily basis. So just coming on here sometimes, with the different looks, that was scary because I was like, maybe I should keep it consistent. But no, I'm just going to come on here and be myself. If that happens to be a day that I have on workout gear and a little ponytail, I'm going to do that. So that's what today is. Number 3, and this was a real big challenge, being consistent. One of the things that they say that you really need to do in order to grow on this platform is to be consistent. And that could be posting once a week. For some people, it's posting once a day. I don't know, for somebody else, it might be posting once a month. But you definitely have to be consistent because the few people who have signed up for your channel are going to be expecting, not that they're sitting there waiting because people have lives and it is not that serious, but the people who have decided to join you on your journey, they wanted you to be consistent. They don't want you to drop off for 6 months and then come back. And Today was a challenge because I really didn't know what I was going to do a video on. I'm usually inspired, but life has its way of presenting you with challenges, and I just wasn't really motivated to do a video earlier this week. I had a lot of challenges at work, and it wore me out. So usually I would have posted maybe 2 or 3 days ago, but it was so chaotic at work. It worked itself out. So there were some good things that came out of all that chaos, but I did not have the energy to post anything. And even today, I didn't know what I was going to post. I said, well, let me just get on here and start talking. And so as I began to think, I said, well, let me just share with you some of the things that I learned while creating this YouTube channel. And surprisingly enough, hopefully somebody will get something out of this. So that was the next one, is to be consistent. And then just the discipline of being consistent and keeping your word and keeping your word to yourself, setting a goal, sticking to it. That takes a lot of discipline, especially if you're doing something for a year. So that's one of the things that I'm most proud of about this channel, is that I have been consistent. Even though sometimes I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, but I'm glad I did, and I'm going to continue to be consistent. The other thing that I learned is that you need to pick a topic that you are passionate about. I started my online boutique, and sometimes I have videos where I'm showing behind the scenes or just some of the items, because I learned that you can use the YouTube videos on the e-commerce websites to show your merchandise. So that's one of the things that I definitely learned to do with this YouTube channel, is to pick a topic that you are passionate about. And the reason why you want to do that is because your emotions and your perspective is so much better when you are talking about something that you are passionate about. And it actually makes for the videos with the most views and most engagement, because I think your personality comes out more when you're talking about things that you're passionate about. And this is a little tricky because I'm a Sagittarius and I get bored with things really fast. So I'm constantly learning and doing something new. So I might be passionate about making bridal bouquets 1 month, and then 4 months later, I'm not doing bridal bouquets anymore. I moved on to planting sunflowers or starting a business. So I believe as long as you pick a topic that you're passionate about and you share that with people, it will make for a very uh, interesting and engaging video. The next thing that I learned is that going live is really an important tool. And I think it's one of the things that have created the videos with the best content and the most engagement. Most of the times, I don't set a schedule for my go live. Maybe in the future, I'm going to begin to do that. And that's part of being consistent. But right now, I just do it ad hoc, which means like whenever I feel like it. So going live is important. It's a little scary because you never know what could happen while you're live. You never know. It could be like I'm at home, so it could be somebody walking behind me in the background. If I was doing an exercise video, which I'm going to be doing soon, my little ponytail could possibly come loose. Hey, but you're live, so hey, things can go wrong. But guess what? Most of the times, things don't go wrong. A lot of things go right. And if you have somebody in your audience, I do believe it's sort of a connection that you build with them when you go live. My audience is really very, very small. And when I go live, which is at any time, they might not be available. But what I find is if you put the video up of the live, a lot of people watch it. And those are the videos that have the most views. So I learned that going live is very important and that you need to post it so people who are not available at that time can go back and watch your videos. Everybody doesn't have the same schedule. It's Saturday. I don't even know what time it is, but I'm live. Most people are out enjoying, the weather, enjoying their family, running errands. But this just happens to be a very good time for me right now. The next thing that I learned is there is no need for fancy graphics, no need for fancy music of production, or even fancy equipment. Believe it or not, most people get started with YouTube with just using their phone. Right now, I'm using my PC because I can't go live on my phone. I think you have to have a certain number of followers to, no, subscribers. You have to learn the terminology. So on YouTube, they are called subscribers. I think you have to have a certain number of subscribers to be able to go live on your phone. So I can't go live on my phone or my iPad. I can only go live using my PC or my laptop. That might change. They change the rules all the time. And who knows, maybe they changed it already and I just don't know about it. But if they did and you know about it, let me know in the comments. I have been tempted to go out and buy like these fancy cameras that allow you to do these videos, because I noticed when I take a video with my phone, for example, if I'm in a park and I'm walking, the camera sort of goes like this, and the picture the whole time looks like it's moving as I'm walking. The actual footage on the video is moving like this. Whereas they have these fancy cameras where you can walk and it'll get rid of all that movement and make for a better experience for the person viewing the video. I'm still tempted to get a video camera, but the one that I'm looking at is about $700, and I don't believe that I will get the return on investment. So that's the thing that is stopping me for now. Okay, the next thing that I learned is that it is not easy to grow quickly on YouTube. You do have instances where people start a YouTube channel and it blows up, really quickly, and they get all these followers. But those people usually have like a niche that they stick to, like maybe one particular topic. Like it could be fashion, and that's all they do is videos on fashion. See what else is popular? Makeup tutorials. That's all they do is makeup tutorials, or creating wigs. I know one of the videos that I made where I created the wig from scratch, that one does very well. So I do believe if I was like sticking to it and doing it every week, I would grow because I have a specific niche. And that's just business. Even in business, you have to have a niche in order for your business to grow. So you have to sort of like, if you're not just doing this as a hobby, you have to look at this as a business. So yeah, some people blow up. They might have a video they're doing something really cool and funny. I think those are the ones that go viral. But I don't try to be cool or funny. So I expect for my channel to grow as my expertise, my ability to present, and my topics become more interesting. I think that mine will grow slowly. So I'm a big picture type person. I believe that slow and steady wins the race, because somebody could literally go viral and blow up and their life is like ruined because they can't handle all of the attention or whatever comes with it. I'm not looking for that. I want mine to grow like a business, and I want it to grow as my businesses grow. Slowly, steady, and solidly. The next thing that I learned is it's okay to grow slowly. It's not everybody's goal to blow up and get millions of followers, but I'm doing this first to learn how to do the craft, and then to incorporate it into my business, then to increase my earning potential, however that might be. Some people monetize YouTube when they get a certain number of subscribers. That's a goal of mine in the future. It's not really something that I'm focused on right now. Right now, I'm just focused on learning how to do it, learning how to do it better, setting goals, and learning how to achieve those goals through this platform. So it is okay to grow slowly. And if it's your goal to grow quickly, you need to look for YouTubers who grew quickly and who give you videos on how to grow fast. But I do believe by doing most of the things that's on this list and doing them well, your YouTube channel will grow. And it will grow quickly if you put in the effort. The last thing that I learned is that YouTube can be used to teach different things. It can be used to inspire people, and it can be used for business. And that is what I'm using my YouTube channel for. I'm using it to teach. So sometimes you'll see a DIY video, like how to create the bridal bouquets, the signage. I still have one of the signs that I created in one of my videos on my door, and I have kept that there since the beginning of the pandemic. I'm gonna take you over there and show you that. So yeah, you can use it to teach. I think some people even use it to teach people, like at Khan Academy. You see this? I have a video where I showed you how to paint this. This actually came from the dollar store. I'm gonna turn it on this side. Look, I used it for two different things. I used it for my wedding. This was a selfie station. So I got this from the dollar store. It was like an Easter theme, and it was white, and I painted it black. And then I learned to use the white paint for words. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, Lord, we need some protection. And I wrote this Psalms 91, verse 4. And this has been here since the pandemic started. And praise God, nobody has gotten sick. As a matter of fact, everyone is healthy. And everyone who wants to be vaccinated is vaccinated. So that was it. That was my list. I had 10 things that I learned while creating my YouTube channel, and I will review those really quickly. Number 1, be afraid, but do it anyway. Number 2, be yourself. Number 3, be consistent. Number 4, pick a topic you are passionate about. Number 5, the videos you think are going to be great are not necessarily the ones that get the most views or engagement. I hope I went over that. I don't really remember going over that point. But that is number 5. Number 6, go live and post so people who are not available at the time can go back and watch your videos. I have to credit this one to my husband, Eddie. He suggested this. And I was like, I had a little attitude about it. I was like, well, when I go live, nobody is watching. He was like, well, you just have to post it because some people will come back. And so I did it. I did the video live, not here on YouTube, but on Facebook. I have a Finest Wine Boutique Facebook page for my company. And hardly anybody was there doing a live. But once I posted it, as the days went by, it got like 45 views. So people are not necessarily available when you go live, especially if you're not consistent and if you don't tell people far enough in advance. Okay, people have lives. So that has panned out to be something to be very, very useful. Okay, number 7, no need for fancy graphics, music, and equipment. Yeah, you do want to make the thumbnail on your video look sort of professional, and you want the banner on your YouTube page or channel to look professional, and you can use something like Canva for that. But I was told that people really like to just see you. And a lot of people, like myself included, Most people think I'm an extrovert, but I'm actually an introvert. But everything that I do, I have to do with people, for people, and around people. So people do want to see you in your natural form. And when I say natural, I don't necessarily mean you can't come on here with a ponytail, lashes, or whatever. Natural being your natural personality. Bring your real perspectives, your real experiences, your real talent, your real surroundings. They don't like to see everything all staged. So, yeah, that's definitely a good tip. Okay, so now number 8, it's not easy to grow quickly. A lot of people think, oh, if I make a YouTube channel, I'm gonna blow up and I'm gonna be able to monetize it like in a month. But I think they say that your first 100 videos are really horrible and they're going to be your worst if you stick with it because you're learning. It's a new platform. You're using new tools. You're bringing out new skills, new topics, new surroundings. So they say your first 100 videos are the worst. And just think, if you post every week, one video a week, it's only like 52 weeks in a year, I believe. My husband is the mathematician, not me. So somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm getting that right. But I know how I get paid on my job. And I think it's based on 52 weeks. Yeah. I don't want to get my calculator out, but yeah, let's go with 52 weeks. All right. So that's 50. If you post one video every week, that means 52 weeks, 52 videos in 1 year. So it takes a while before you really get good at it, where your videos are like, extremely good. So it should be a learning experience. You should be getting better. I think you need to challenge yourself. Me, I try to challenge myself. I hope this video is going to be better than the last, or at least as good. And the last thing that I learned, number 10, YouTube can be used to teach, it can be used to inspire, and it can be used for business. So yeah, so the DIY stuff is like how you teach. You can teach a craft. A lot of people do crafting videos, DIY videos. People use these videos to teach, which I'm going to start doing. I am an IT professional and I know a lot of different technical skills. So I'm going to start doing some videos where I share some of those skills, like how to use something like for kids, maybe, or young professionals, how to use PowerPoint, how to use Word. Um, for more advanced IT professionals, I can teach them things like how to use Photoshop, how to use Canva, how to create Facebook and Instagram ads, or how to use some of the tools that I use at work, like project management tools, or how to understand analytics, because that's really what I do. So you'll see some of those things being incorporated into this channel, but it'll be under the business thread. So I'm going to create, what do they say you create when you lump all your videos into one? I'll think of the word, but it'll be where you can just go to my channel and you'll see a section for business videos. It'll be that's the word, playlist. That's one of the things I really learned a lot. It's a whole nother type of terminology that you use for YouTube. And things that you use and do and say for YouTube versus Instagram versus Facebook versus Twitter versus LinkedIn, all totally different. So, like, for example, earlier I was saying my followers. You don't have followers on YouTube, you have subscribers. You have followers on Instagram. And on Facebook, you have friends. On Twitter, I think it's followers as well. And LinkedIn, you just have connections. So it's just a whole different terminology, different way of presenting information in yourself, and different opportunities on each platform. So, with that being said, those are the top 10 things that I learned starting my YouTube channel a little over a year ago. It was at the beginning of the pandemic. Yes. So I hope you found this video helpful. Well, it's not a video, it's live. It's going to be a video because I'm going to post this so that somebody else can watch it. If you found it helpful, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll tell you why it's important. If you like it, there's an algorithm that YouTube uses to say, oh, somebody liked this video, so let's share this video with other people like the person that liked the video. So the number of likes that you get is very important. If you share this video, that's even better, because YouTube is going to be like, oh, there's more engagement. Somebody thought enough of this content that they shared it with somebody else who thought it might, who they thought might benefit from it. Share, like, comment definitely. Engage below, because otherwise it feels like you're talking into a vacuum. You're talking to yourself when you know you're not, because people are watching. People are looking at the videos, because you can look at your analytics and see. They tell you the the gender, the age, the demographics of the people that watch your videos. So it helps when you comment, because now we are engaging, we're sharing information, and that's a way for you to let me know what you thought of the content, if you experienced something similar, if you have questions, if you think something can be done differently. So the engagement is very important, and YouTube looks at that engagement. It is incorporated into an algorithm, which is like analytics. It's like a grading of your performance, and it allows you to do other things. So that engagement could lead to other things. Okay. Like, comment, share, and the most important thing is subscribe, because once you reach a certain number of subscribers, you are able to do different things at higher levels on the YouTube platform, including monetizing your channel, which means you can make money off your channel. You can get ads that come in, and you can get paid for the times that people watch the ads. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Again, I'm Tiandra Robinson, and I'm done speaking. Bye. Enjoy your holiday and have a happy Memorial Day. Bye.